I remember it was in 2008-9 when I was in 2 diff and a 2 field officer, Colonel Nagar, walked up to me that it seems like you want to study more, so here are the notes or the future thinking by a bright colonel from my regiment. And I looked through that. I was slightly confused, but I think that is the time I got intrigued that I must follow this colonel more often. And thereafter in 2013-14, I walked up to this colonel who had become a brigadier fresh from NDC and just shook hand with him. I said, I just want to feel you because you always think differently. And it so happened that in 2016, I suddenly found my high command wing commander happens to be the same man, that is General Raj Shukla. So, like he said, that he is always quizzical, he always introduce why, and higher command course, as you know, it always talks about why. And 3 things which I picked up from him at that point of time: of course this civil military relations that time, later on fusion. The second thing was foundation for Ops Sindhu, because if you remember that time Uri had happened and he conducted a detailed discussion and various options, how should we go about the situation which comes in future. So I must concede very frankly, as a chief, when this situation came to me, it was a very normal thing for me because I had already seen this earlier. The third thing which he talked about was the transformation. And if you see today, if the decade of transformation, if we are going through, and of course I give the credit to General Pandey for that to start in 2023, I think the roots or the seeds were sown at that point of time. So when I picked up this book and the ADG Stratcom gave me this book, looked big because the draft is always bigger because in double lines and one side print. So I said it's too big for me, but it's a deja vu feeling I was getting it because I thought I know it very well.